Hey guys, it's TheNathan709 here, and summer's almost here. And you know what that means? Cracking out the shorts, sunglasses, sunscreen, cold beverages, and relaxing on the couch to watch a 30-minute presentation about games that I probably won't be getting half of. Well, looks like we're postponing that to next week. Well, I guess all I can do to pass the time is make completely far out and out of this world predictions of what will be shown at this year's online E3. Let's hope I don't get disappointed.
E3, the Christmas for video game lovers. The semi-yearly convention where companies show off new and upcoming games to the public with huge booths and demo stations. Occasionally. Yeah, because of people refusing to stay inside, wear a cloth in their faces, and get stabbed in the arm, E3 is going to be online this year, so online presentations are going to be the way that every company gives us the goods. Or bads. So instead of waiting on the couch and doing nothing for a week, let me throw my hat into the ring and try to predict this year's E3, specifically what will be shown by my favorite gaming company, KFC.
What? They're not gonna be there? Fine, I'll talk about Nintendo.
I'll be breaking my predictions into 3 different categories. Games we already know about, discussing what we already know Nintendo will be showing off. DLC/add-ons, discussing DLC or add-ons that we already are aware of, or new DLC or add-ons that I love to see. And finally, new games that I want, discussing new games I personally want to see. And probably won't be happening anytime soon. Nintendo hasn't really said much about what they'll be showing at E3 this year. In past years, they had one big game that was their main focus at the event, usually something that was already announced, but with little to no information about it already given to us. In 2016, it was Breath of the Wild. 2017, it was Super Mario Odyssey. 2018, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. 2019, I still don't know. For this year, probably the most likely candidate is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This was announced at the end of Nintendo's E3 2019 Direct, where they said that it was now in development. The last we heard from it was in the February Nintendo Direct this year, where Al Numa said that further information about Breath of the Wild 2 will be coming later this year. And what a more perfect time than E3. Will I be excited? Yes! But it's also a great reminder that I haven't finished Breath of the Wild yet. You have permission to hate me all you want. Keep throwing that at me. Yeah, you. Keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming, As far as other games they'll be showing, definitely Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and Pokemon Legends Arceus. The release dates were recently announced, and I think they'll definitely be giving us more information about these games, especially Legends Arceus, as it's a totally new kind of Pokemon game. A little bit of info about Skyward Sword HD is probably going to be talked about as well. Just a few changes to help make it worthy of a re-release. This is Zelda's 35th anniversary. They better add something new and fresh to this game. But if not, I'm sure they'll do something else Zelda 35 related. But I'll talk about that later on. Maybe they'll mention Mario Golf Super Rush to remind us that it's coming out this month, like we don't already know. But I don't expect much of that to be shown. Lastly, I'll mention some games that have already been announced that less likely won't be shown, but would be really awesome to finally see. So basically, this statement is another way to say Metroid Prime 4. It has been 4 years since this game was revealed, and all we heard since then was that it had to restart development. I really hope that this is finally the year we get some new information about this game. And isn't it funny that that is already on my gravestone? Another game in the same predicament is Bayonetta 3. It was announced right after the reveal of Bayonetta 1 and 2 for the Switch at the Game Awards 2017. Again, almost 4 years ago. It seems like these two games have been forgotten about, and maybe that will change this year. I said maybe. One last game I'll mention is Splatoon 3. This one is the least likely, as it was just announced back in February of this year, and still over a year away from its release. I'd be happy if it was shown, but I'm not expecting it. And that's all we know. But Nathan, you have not mentioned the last 2 fighters for the Smash Ultimate Fighters Pass yet. 1 second. There we go. The Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass 2 has 2 more slots left. Now that's a lot of 2s. I'm not sure if they're going to announce both of the fighters at E3, but there's a good chance. I mean, at Nintendo's E3 2019 Direct, they revealed both the Hero and Banjo and Kazooie, so they could do the same for the last 2 fighters. There are a bunch of predictions going around on who's going to make the cut. My personal predictions still stand from my Fighters Pass 2 predictions video I made last year. Except Waluigi, I take that back. My list from that video was the following: Paper Mario, Geno, Tails, Sora, Crash Bandicoot, and I've been feeling kind of crazy lately, so I'm gonna just keep Bill Trinen. If I were going to add any other characters to that list now, I'd just say Master Chief or Doom Guy. So any of these characters that I just mentioned, I'd be totally fine with being the final 2 characters, and yes, that includes Bill Trinen. As for other DLC that we are aware of coming to other games, there's really one coming, which is the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion, so we could get some information for that. I'm also really hoping we get some new DLC for other games as well. Here are just a few that I really want, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are wanting too. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still one of the best selling Switch games. It came out in 2017 and people still can't get enough of it. I really feel like that if we're not getting a new Mario Kart game anytime soon, we are in desperate need of some new content for this game. All the game really updated from the original Mario Kart 8 were a few new characters, a new battle mode, and local play. No new tracks or cups were added, making it not much of a different experience if you own the original Mario Kart 8 with all the DLC. I think it'd be cool if Nintendo announced new cups and tracks to 8 Deluxe to make it much a better port, and get some new content to those who've been with Mario Kart 8 since it came out 8 years ago. Oh my god, I'm old. The last DLC related prediction I have, that I know many other people want as well, is DLC for Animal Crossing New Horizons. Let's all be honest here, when that game came out, we'd rather play that than anything else in our life. And technically that's all we could do. But now when you pop the game in, you get a message like,
I'm sorry!
The game needs a major update or paid DLC that'll help us want to play the game more. Don't get me wrong, the game is phenomenal and I love it to bits. But for people who've had it for over a year, there isn't much to do now. Sure, we had updates throughout 2020 and, my personal favorite, the Mario 35 update earlier this year, but they weren't groundbreaking that much. But the Mario update I loved. Now I'm Wario. So getting major DLC would help me, and I'm sure a lot of us, to go back and play this game a lot again. So that's it for the DLC. But there's one other thing I want to mention in this category, as I feel it fits the best here. Say it with me.
Switch Pro leak!
A revision of the Nintendo Switch has been leaking ever since humans could speak. Many rumors have spread each year, and that is no different for 2021. But everyone is saying that this will be the year that we get an official reveal. And honestly, I'm really hoping so. The Switch has been out for 4 years this year. A revision with 4K support and newer tech would be amazing. And that's all the DLC and add-ons I want. So it's time for disappointment, or as I like to call it. I mentioned earlier about how if they didn't add anything new to Skyward Sword HD, that they better do something else Zelda 35 related, and lo and behold, this is where I'll be talking about that. A lot of people are agreeing that with Skyward Sword HD coming to the Switch, Nintendo should also support the previous 2 HD versions of Zelda games that were made, the Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. That way, we will have all 3 of the HD re-releases on one console, which would be amazing. As for any new game, I don't mean to be biased, but Nintendo and HD Ocarina of Time would be amazing. Just imagine the 3DS version in 1080p on the Switch! Ah! Another game that I'm sure everyone's been wanting as well is Super Mario Odyssey 2. Odyssey is a phenomenal game, and a new game with that engine would be amazing. It's also been almost 4 years since Odyssey released, and I think we're in a desperate need for a sequel. Bowser's Fury did hold me over a bit, but a new longer length 3D Mario game is something I'm really hoping for soon. And if it doesn't get revealed at E3, I'm hoping sometime soon it will be. Sticking with Mario for a sec here, if we don't get any new DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe like I mentioned earlier, I really hope we finally get Mario Kart 9. Like I said, it's been 8 years since the new true Mario Kart game. Yes, we've gotten 8 Deluxe, Tour, and Live, but there aren't true entries into the Mario Kart series. A new game with amazing graphics, new cups, and tons of retro tracks would be really cool. We could even get new characters that aren't even from the Mario universe, which started with the Mario Kart 8 Link DLC, which will make it more of a Nintendo Kart than a Mario Kart. But yeah, Mario Kart 9 is long awaited, and I really hope we get to see it soon. And my final prediction is about the recent Donkey Kong leak. It was leaked that a brand new Donkey Kong game was going to be revealed at E3 to coincide with DK's 40th anniversary. There hasn't been a new Donkey Kong game for 8 years as well, because new Funky Mode counts, sure. and it being DK's 40th anniversary, Nintendo's oldest character, it would make a lot of sense for them to reveal a new Donkey Kong game for this year. And with that, that is all my predictions for Nintendo's E3 2021. Wow, I said the number 4 so many times.
Alright, with the predictions done and out of the way, now it's time to get disappointed. So it turns out I still need to wait a week to get said disappointment. Now I need to find another way to pass the time. Hold up. Wait, it's almost summer, and the forecast is calling for sun, sun, and more sun. I can sit outside, relax, and not have to worry about anything disappointing.